Let me see if I remember how to do this. Good afternoon, everyone. Goodness gracious, it's been a while. This is Meta Big Valley Auto Auction. We're here with Off the Block podcast, and we have the pleasure of having a very, very good, distinguished guest all the way from New England.
New England.
Mr. Danny McNelis with NextGear, Director of Auctions. Can I get a round of applause, please? Danny, first and foremost, I just want to give you a big, warm heart thank you for being here with us and traveling all the way down. I know we met about a year ago or so, May 11th. I don't know who's keeping count because not me. It just happens to stick in my head. But nonetheless, we're so glad that you made it down here, man. It really means a lot for us to have you, down here in the South Texas and Donna, Texas. And not only that, he was here since yesterday, guys. He went. Yeah, we had dinner and we had an awesome auction today along with his crew that was here, Mr. Wayne Perez, Oscar Gonzalez, and Ms. Maria Juarez. They all joined us today. Thank you, Danny.
Well, thank you, Mary, for having me. Since we've met, when I first heard you speak about, and I have to say, it felt like just the romance of the place, right? You tell the story about this auction and how everyone acts and how everyone's pulling in the same direction. And I know your tagline is, we won't mention it yet because you said I can't until the end. But, I had to come here because as soon as I heard you talking about the place and seeing what your auction does at the national level, it's just so impressive. So, since I've been here, I've been blown away. The feeling that you get walking into place, it's just from the general manager to the owner to the person giving you a cup of coffee, it's just everyone is the same. They're just really nice and make you feel so welcome. So I am so glad to be here, and thank you for having us.
Well, thank you for saying that. And guys, no, I did not pay him to say that. He's saying that on his own will. But that's something that we've worked on, Danny, for the past couple of years, where we really try to change our culture, and we got to make sure that we're here for the right reasons, right? Mm-hmm. One, being our employees, one, being the customer service experience, and two, being the partnerships and the relationships we have with all our partners throughout, our great auction industry that we have. And we're glad that you guys are, NextGear is one of our partners, and we love the relationship that we have with you. We'll get started with the show. It's been a while, guys. I don't know if you're excited as me, because I'm thrilled. I've been wanting to do this. We had to take a break. We restructured some of the things that we had to do. We got some new people on board, and we're grateful for that. But more than anything, it feels good to be back. And then to start off the show with this guy, I don't know if I can get any better than that. But let's get started. Hey, real quick, Danny, I got a couple of questions for you if you want to just, chime in and, give us your thoughts and feelings on what it is. But first one that we came with was, what changes has NextGear experienced in the first quarter as far as representations or defaults or anything like that goes?
So everything that we see in the industry, it all has a lead time. So there's always a lead-in time to when the effect of what happened. And I'm going to back up that question to like last summer. So we all seen what happened in the summer of 22. There was, from the start of the summer to the end of the summer, there was give or take about a $5,000 swing in the value of vehicles, right? And for our dealers, it takes a number of months for that drop off in the value of their equity to really take effect. So we started to see the effects from that summer swing in values take hold towards the end of the year and then the start of this year, where dealers are leaving cars longer on floor plan, which is something that we don't actually advocate for. We like to see quick turning, fast selling inventory because that keeps our dealers healthier, selling more cars, buying more cars. So whatever we've predicted for, it's been pretty much right on pace, unfortunately, but we kind of seen it coming with the way the industry's been going.
Well, I love the transparency more than anything, because when you try to advocate for your dealers to turn their inventory, you're not thinking about yourself, you're thinking about the dealers, and that's something that we strive out here at Big Valley. We try to make sure that the customer's taken care of because we want to help them succeed one vehicle at a time.
Well, on that point is, I say it to you all the time. All of our dealers, we are in bed together. They're all of our customers. They're not your customers. Mm-hmm. They're not my customers. They're our customers. And if we don't teach them to be better business folks or give them better advice and better insights and have hard conversations to say, now's the time to take that car to the auction, wholesale out of it, you're going to take a $2,000 hit, but it's better than a $4,000 hit in 2 months. We have to be better stewards of our industry. Yeah. And I know we and you are on lots of committees together. We're all about education because if we as an industry try and put our arms around all of our clients and make them all better, then as the old saying goes, the rising tide lifts all boats. So that's what our mission is, and I know you feel the same way. So it's great to be partners. You know?
I mean, I love the point of view and mentioning the different committees that we serve and how we try to give back to our industry. Me being an alumni, you being a current student in Auction Academy, how do you feel that prepares you to do not only the relationships that you get to start and form with your classmates, but also the relationships where you go to different cities and the people you meet? How does that shape you for your role at NextGear?
So when I came into Auction Academy, that was like the first time I heard you speak, and it's really great to see alumni coming back, because I think what Auction Academy gives you most is that recognition and that reputation, not just on a local level, but on a nationwide level. Like, I've seen you up on stage presenting, giving advice to our peers, to different auctions out there, and it's really great to see that, because that sets the sights for me to say, okay, there's class 6 and we're class 7, which, shout out to class 7, we are the best class, but class 6
second best class.
But you guys did set a good standard, and I aspire to be somewhat as good as you, because you're out there, you're on a national level setting the standard for other auctions to follow. You might not see it,
awesome.
and I was just talking to Bernard about it, and I'm like, Bernard, you're doing things that at a national level others need to follow. And it's a great example to set, and it's because of Auction Academy you've gotten your reputation. It's helped you jump onto the national stage, and then for me, it's helped me fast forward my career, because I came from a regional role in New England, selling the floor plan, to trying to break into the national market, and partnerships such as yourself really helped me. Like, you became a mentor for me. You've made introductions for me. We've reciprocated. There's been lots of collaboration, though, and that's the beautiful part about Auction Academy. It's like, you have to see that value, and you have to see it as an employee that gets to go there. You have to appreciate what your company is doing for you, but then what the Academy can do for you in regards to your reputation, to your knowledge, to your networking. It's just that perfect package, and it's allowed me to catapult myself onto the nationwide scene, where now I'm part of the Education and Training Committee for NAAA that we work on together.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm very humbled to hear you say that, because, we do what we do because we love what we do. And if we can make a difference in our industry, by all means, 100%, let's get it together and let's do it. 2, I've met you about a year ago, and where I met you at to where you're at right now, and how much you're involved in a lot of the committees that we serve on, that we go to, the conference that we go to, it's awesome. And I know that you haven't even began your rise to the top, because I feel that in a year or 2 years or time, you're going to be a big part of this industry that's going to make a difference for us, that we have the same vision of where we want this industry to go to, and how to develop into the new modern era, if you will, that we're heading into. So for that, I congratulate you on that, my friend.
And that's again, just to kind of go back to the Auction Academy point, that was designed to help the next generation of leaders in our industry make their reputation, learn all the ins and outs of the auction, make the networks, make the connections, because we're the next generation. Well, I like to think of the next generation. I'm getting on the little older side of the next generation, but that's another story. But we're the next generation that has to take it and lift it and drive all the initiatives forward, because no one's going to do it if we just sit back and don't do it. So, I say it to you all the time. You say it to me. It's like, we're going to be the ones that make a difference. And
hey, for that, we're going to do a high five. That's right. So, moving on from that and going kind of like shifting directions. Well, before we get done with that, I just want to send a very warm and special happy birthday to the president of Auction Academy, Miss Penny Wana. Congratulations.
Birthday, Penny.
We love you. We miss you, Penny. We can't wait to see you again.
Yep.
And a happy birthday to none other than her husband, Giles Wana. Happy early birthday, my brother.
Giles, loving you, fella.
We appreciate everything that you guys do, Auction Academy and TPC Management. Okay, so now that we're done with that, I kind of wanted to start something new with this new, podcast that we're relaunching. We've been out for a couple of months, and I want to start this little segment called "What Are You Doing?" So, I want to take my phone. I want to go through my Rolodex, if you will, and I want to call a buddy of ours that we know and see what he's doing. I hope this works, guys, because I did not plan this.
Unrehearsed.
Can you hear this? So hopefully he answers.
Not sale day, is it?
No.
Hello,
Jacob,
you answer. Hey,
what are you
what's up?
doing?
I'm in here with Katie and Matt.
Oh, send him our regards. So you're live on a podcast right now with Mr. Danny McNelis from
Jacob!
NextGear.
I'm live on a podcast.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, what's up, Katie? What's up, Matt?
Here. All right, what's going on, guys?
Not much. We're like, hey, let's
I'll
start
try not
something
to-
new.
I'll try not to cuss. You don't have to censor it out.
Don't worry about it. We have the best
No,
editing
I'm
people
kidding.
in the world.
I'm kidding. What's going on, guys?
Not much, man. What are you doing?
Well, right now, just getting ready to set the sail for this week. We're in there chatting strategy and a couple little changes arbitration-wise we're looking at doing, and that's about it.
Well, I'm sorry if we're interrupting, but we'll just take about 2 or 3 minutes of your time.
Oh, good. You guys know I'm game.
Yeah. Hey, so Danny's down here in beautiful Donna, Texas. What do you think
I'm
about
so
that?
jealous. Yeah, I'm so jealous. Like, I totally should have made that trip with him.
Oh God, we would have. That
I
would have been a
love it down
very good time had
Jacob.
that happened.
I got a high shine on me boots too, fella. There's a shoe shine guy down
High
here. He
shine
is
on the
second to
boots.
none.
Let me translate that in English, guys. That means that he got his shoe shined by a shoe shine guy that's here every Thursday.
Just
My
cowboy
God.
boots. Me boots.
So how was sale day today?
It was a great sale. Hey, we had
Great.
NextGear in the house. We had a lot of great giveaways. We gave away a lot of tequila celebrating Cinco
Lots
de
of tequila.
Mayo. And
That's what I'm talking about.
we had a very good time. And I think more than anything, we're happy that Danny was able to make it down here. You know, kind of something that we talked about in the past, and it's just, you know, seeing good faces, good people come down
Yes.
and visit you. You know how much that goes.
Absolutely it does. Absolutely. It carries a lot of weight when you've got support from around the industry that come to your event sales. You know, it's nothing like having a quote-unquote brotherhood out there that backs your play, even if they're vendors, even if it's other auctions. You know, it's so cool to have these people show up to your events. I mean, I know we put on an event every year, and the most valuable people that come are our national consigners, but B, other auctions. You know, they just want to come visit and hang out and see what you do and just support you, and that means a lot, man. You know, and I know Danny's made it down here for us, and Danny does such a good job getting around to these auctions. There's never been a better person for that role than him, for sure. But very sentimental. It means a lot. You know. That they do that. So
Yeah, and the way going into this podcast, I'm like, I want to do something new, and I'm like, you know what? I wish Jacob was here because we would have having a heck of a good time.
dude,
So
like us three need to
Oh
do
my
a real
God, us three
podcast
right
like
now?
every week.
Oh.
Just boom. Here
we
go.
should. Hey, that's something that we talked about at one of the last
Yeah?
conferences. You know, hey,
Yes.
let's get together, let's talk. You know, remotely, or you know, if we could do it in person, even better, of course.
Yeah.
And then just see what comes out of it. You know, I know.
Talk about 3 different backgrounds, 3 different accents. Like it would be amazing.
Oh man, the translators we'd need.
Oh yeah, for sure. Jacob, won't take up too much of your time. First and foremost, how was your show this week?
So the sale was, May is here. I think I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
I think a lot of auctions see a little down month in May, or maybe it's just our region, but May it was a little rocky, but we were still able to convert 60%, which
Not bad.
isn't horrible. We're seeing a lot of struggles with dealer consignment right now. We've got majority of the accounts in the area, and it's just dealer consignment is down. They're not trading, is what's being said, and we know that for a fact that they're not lying because we know where they keep all their cars and there's none back there, kind of deal, you know.
Yeah.
So
That's a good
we're
thing,
seeing
right?
that.
When they tell us that, like, well, I don't have nothing to send you, and I'm like,
That's right.
let me go
That's
drive by real quick.
That's exactly right. And then, but on the flip side, the institutional business is increasing drastically. Our numbers over there are climbing each week on consignment, and of course, a good institutional consigner is converting in the 80s and 90s for us each week.
Oh, definitely,
So,
definitely.
Those guys we're doing real well on that side for sure. Our retention rates also are doing okay. You know, they're not taking a big hit, but we're just starting to see a little bit of a slowdown. And I think historically for us, you know, being in business 21 years now, May has been a down month for us. Every now and then. So it's nothing out the ordinary in our eyes.
Well, in the words of Danny, what he would say, chin up, champ. You'll
That's
be all
right.
right.
Oh, 100%, man. No, we're not down and out for sure. You know, it's still everything's lovely and great down here. And again, I'm only taking a small sample size of 1 week. So the rest of May maybe a stellar knock it out the park. We have our anniversary sale coming up on the 23rd.
Many years?
21 years,
Nice.
Danny boy.
Congrats, my man.
Nice.
21 years on the 23rd, and we celebrate by boiling 1,000 pounds of crawfish.
Nice.
And
We were
all
just talking
kinda
about crawfish
gifts and
earlier.
giveaways.
We were just talking about
It's a
crawfish.
good time down here, and that sale usually is a good shot in the arm at the end of the month for us. So.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Jacob. We share similar visions when it comes to our auctions, and you know what you, Matt, and your whole staff are doing down there is great, man. We wish you guys nothing but luck. Hopefully another 50, 60, 70 years till we're old and gray and can't walk anymore.
Gosh, I hope so. I'm with
But
it.
as long as the beer is cold, then we'll keep on rolling.
That's it, baby.
That's right. Jacob, I thank you for your time, man. We appreciate it. Thank you for answering. I was hoping you'd answer because if you didn't, I don't know what plan B was going to be.
No, I'm glad you guys called, man. Anytime you can catch me off guard. I mean, I'm usually pretty good on the fly, unexpected. Guys who are listening to this podcast need to understand that they truly cold called me.
Yeah.
I had no clue they were doing this, and
Let's
it
put
was
them
a
on the
surprise.
spot.
So anything I said was completely surprise information. It may.
Jacob,
Yeah, he's being true.
I'm going to put you on the spot.
Yeah, what's up?
Two things. First of all, give us your quote of the day. You're always your stuff you put on LinkedIn is
Quote
so
of the
inspirational.
So I think the quote of the day, the one that stands out to me right now, is the ability to learn faster than your competitors may be the only sustainable competitive advantage you have.
Wow.
Nice.
So to be able to learn faster than your competitors
I don't know if you could have done it better
is
if it was
such a
scripted.
competitive advantage.
Right?
So,
It's
yeah.
kind of like we prepared that. Here's an
It was.
unscripted question. Who's going to win the Premier League?
Arsenal, bro.
I'll take someone on that.
Arsenal
We'll take that
wins the
offline.
EPL.
I think we have a Liverpool guy over here.
Yeah, but Man City have it wrapped up.
If they don't win, Man City takes it off for real.
Yeah.
And I'm not really either one of those clubs fans, but that seems to be the two front runners for sure. So,
Maddie hasn't got a clue what we're talking about.
Yeah.
and this isn't a soccer podcast, but Erling Haaland just broke the EPL
Yeah.
record for goals yesterday.
36,
that was pretty
right?
awesome to
That was
watch.
pretty sweet, yeah.
Well,
So,
last
anyway.
question. This is going to be a new question that we're going to try to make it a habit. What's in your cup?
What's in my cup? Is that what you said?
Yep.
So right now I am drinking a Rowdy Energy.
Nice.
That is Kyle Busch's energy drink, NASCAR driver Kyle Busch, and it is a blue raspberry flavor. I got it in my hand as we speak.
Nice.
You enjoy
Cheers, bro. We appreciate you being with us. Check out the podcast. Hopefully, it'll be posted and everything here by the end of the day. If not tomorrow, can't wait to
Let's
see
go.
you, my
Send me
brother.
the link. I want to hear it.
Oh yeah,
awesome.
definitely we will.
You see it too,
All
I
right,
think.
guys.
Yeah.
Love y'all. Be good. We'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Regards
Appreciate it.
Regards to Maddie and Katie too.
Yes, sir.
Yes, you got it. Bye.
All right.
Keep up.
So that couldn't have worked out any better.
Wow.
I told you I was gonna throw your curveball and see how it went, and
Yeah.
there it goes. It went.
That
We hit
went
it out
really
of the
good.
park.
Yeah.
Danny, I just want to close with, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I am, wholeheartedly thankful for our relationship, both personal and business. I think that we complement each other in a lot of ways. And, looking forward to future conferences is always, hey, are you going to be there? Are you going? Are you not going? And I get back from some of the conferences and my wife is like, who is this Danny guy? Who is this Danny guy you keep on talking about? Now that you've met her a couple of times, she knows exactly why I talk about you, bro. And I thank you for coming down. I thank you for visiting Big Valley, for your support, for everything that you guys do as a company. And we look forward to a long-lasting relationship. And if there's anything ever that we can do, please just ask.
No, you guys are awesome. Like it's
We'll
so
close
great to be here.
with this quote.
We're doing the quote now.
Your quote.
My quote.
Your quote.
My quote right now.
Yeah. What is one thing that you live by?
One thing that I live by is kind of like what Jacob said. I think, along those lines, it's like if you're going to fail, fail fast and learn. Learn something new every day.
Crash and burn.
Crash and burn. Learn fast, fail fast, learn fast. If you're not learning, you're not advancing.
Well, I'll tell you mine. I was once told by a very close person to me, if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life.
That's a good
Bernard Watson.
one. Yes.
That's it. That's all we got here. Hey, just a reminder, at Big Valley, we're driving excellence, helping you succeed one car at a time. Because when?
You're here, you're family.
We'll see you soon, guys.
You guys.